Straight up, I'm online. Straight up, straight up. It's my first video for the year, so I want to do it live and direct. If you click in and you are seeing me today, it means that it's my first video for the year. I want to say happy new year to every one of you who are my subscribers. God bless every one of you. Today, I want to quickly talk to singles who are aspiring to get married, and the topic is the ask important questions before you walk down the aisles. Ask important questions before you settle down with a man or a woman. Ask important questions. Ask relevant questions. One of the problems we have today in Europe, in Nigeria, is that people don't get to ask important questions. And you just see a guy toast you, maybe he met you in the club, met you at the supermarket, people meet in the street, you know, they can run, hey, excuse me, I like you, I want you to be my girlfriend, I want you to be my woman, I want to settle down, I want to marry. You know, as a man, you saw a woman, you run along, the woman fancy you, want to make her your woman, your girlfriend. From there, you have to propose and get to know the parents, and it will lead to marriage. The first thing that you should do is to want to know the person, not his looks. Ask important questions. One of the problems in Nigeria today is that people don't ask questions. And Nigerians will get to meet in Europe and they don't ask questions. You know, Georgia, Regina, how you doing? Oh, Cynthia Freeman, good evening. Thank you for coming in. Stay with me for a little bit, and I will not be staying long. Cynthia, I love you with all my heart. God bless you. Send me word to the family. Okay, send me word to every one of them, to your twin baby and the young star, the boy. Send me word to them. All right, I'm quickly going to discuss this topic today. My issues is on family, and even in America, in Canada, people don't get to ask questions. They just see a guy with a swag. They see him looking good. I'm talking about family issues now. A relationship that will lead to marriage, and relationship you want to take serious, that you're expecting, okay, it will lead me down the aisles. You meet a guy at the party, in a wedding reception. You meet a guy in the church. Yeah, fine. But when you not actually made up your mind to Georgia, thank you very much. Georgia Regina, God bless you. Thank you so much. Healthy. Thank you so much. I love so many of your posts on Instagram. Some of those special food you are making, healthy. Reserve them or I'll come and eat one day. Beautiful, beautiful, healthy life you're doing there. God bless you, healthy. Now, you could meet somebody in the church. The fact that somebody you met in the church is asking you out, want to date you, or you're having a relationship with that person, it's not a yardstick for you not to ask important questions. For me, I believe that a lot of people didn't ask questions at the beginning, and at the end of the day, they end up sharing tears, they end up getting dumped, they end up, you know, entering into marriage, and they are now regretting when they not get to find out some things they would have asked from the beginning. They start to regret and like, wow, I didn't know he was like this. I didn't know she's like this. So part of what I'm talking about today is what are some of the important questions you should ask. You know, we get to meet strangers. Strangers become friends. Friends become lovers. And before you know, it becomes my husband, it becomes my wife. You know, but what are some of the important questions you must ask at the very beginning? Even if you're already in a relationship or you're already in a marriage, you must get to find out this important question. Number one, I want to say today, while I was thinking about this topic, what are some of the important questions you must ask? Ask of his or her real name. Ask real name. Georgia, God bless you. Ask real name. Many people move around with AKA. A lot of people have a guy's name, not their real name. So I'm from Africa, so I'm going to speak from the perspective of an African man. If somebody bears a name, find out the meaning of his or her name. There are many names that are negative to destiny. It has the ability to retard you. It has the ability to affect even your children. Names that you bear is very, very important. So when you meet someone who you are fancying, you want to date that person, or you are going out with that person, don't stay at the level of his guy's name, his AKA. Somebody can be bearing stone. Somebody can be bearing, the meaning of his or her name is a serpent. But he might be having another pet name or a special name generally known, a stage name everybody know. But what is the real name your parents gave to you? Find out what is your real name. So it helps you to know what the person is carrying, because names are powerful. It has the ability to retard destiny. It has the ability to mar or make destiny. Names are very important. That's why we don't just wake up as Christians to give anyhow names. We give meaningful names. Italy First Lady. Italy First Lady. Good evening. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Please stay with me. I'm talking about relationship and important questions that people should ask. You know, when you meet people in life, even if it's somebody you are married to, one thing that is very, very, very common with a lot of black people, they don't ask questions. You just meet a guy, you want to get pregnant for him, you want to start having baby for him. You meet a girl today, you just want to have that girl, maybe because she's beautiful, she's attractive. You just want to take her in and start, okay, let me have a relationship. Yeah, you're having a relationship. In the process of building a relationship, you must think of how to ask the important question for the sake of your children, for the sake of your family, for the sake of your tomorrow. So you must ask important question. Another question you must ask is the family background. Where are you from? You must be able to ask, where are you from? Where are you coming from? I want to know, which family are you from? Edo, where I came from, families are known by their greetings. They are known by their clans. The Otabo family, the Oba family, the Olia family, the Obaze family, this family, Benedion family. So you must be able to ask the person, where are you from? You might be dating a spirit you don't know. So it is also very important to say, which family are you from? Which tribe are you? So one important question you must ask is, which family are you from? I want to know a little bit about your family. Tell me about your family. A lot of people hide their family. They want to hide their family situations, family stories, family history from the person they claim they love. No, you must be able to tell me the family you are from, because knowing your family will help me to know the kind of person you are, what I need to do, and the kind of prayer I need to make. You know, if maybe you are coming from a very, let me use the word, family that is known for one particular evil, notorious family, and I'm in love with you, it will help me to know how to pray. Family background is very important. Do you still have a father? Do you still have a mom? How many sisters do you have? Which village are you from? What are your clans? Tell me a little bit about your family background. I want to know. It's very important. When you date somebody, don't just meet that person in America. You just meet that person in Europe, in Canada, and you're not bothered to ask, who are you? Thank God for people who find time to open up. You know, though sometimes they can use this as an advantage against you, but it's good you tell the truth from the beginning. Number 3 question you should ask is that you must ask the person what you believe. Life is spiritual. We are spiritual beings. And so, I'm a Christian, and I will not recommend a Christian to date an unbeliever. I will not recommend a Christian to date somebody who does not believe in God, who does not believe in Christ. Jesus is the author and the finisher of our faith. So you must be able to ask person, what do you believe in? So you should be able to know, are you an idol worshiper? Are you somebody who, no, I don't believe in any God. I just on my own, you know. But find out, because it's good you marry or date, go on in life with somebody who have the same faith with you. I've seen a lot of people, they are Christians, but the person they are in love with does not have the fear of God. He doesn't care. He doesn't have time to go to fellowship, doesn't have enough time. So they just believe life is about getting a job, going to work, make money. No, it's beyond that. That's why a lot of people have issues in their relationship. They are attacked and they have issues. Why? Because their spiritual battery is low. So I'm going to recommend that you must ask the person, what do you believe in? Your belief. I want to know. If you are an idol worshiper and you are not ready to repent, I wouldn't advise you to go on with that kind of a woman or a girl or a boy. I wouldn't advise you to go with that kind of person for real, because the person might end up influencing you and making you to give up. There are some men that comes into your life, they give you a headache. There are some men that comes, they don't care. They can raise their hand, they can beat you. Why? Because there's no fear of God, no iota. So today on my Facebook page, I tweeted, I said, if the man still abuse you, turns you to a punchy bag daily, I don't think you should go ahead. You know, there were many women who, when the man was toasting them, they were looking good. You know, no mark in their body, no mark in their face, but down the line, because he or she was dating, before you know, he started to use the woman as a punchy bag, abusing her. You know, and some women can't speak up, they are ashamed, and it's not, if the man has not proposed and the man has not married you, I don't even think you should go on with that kind of abusive relationship. It's not good. It's very dangerous, and it will not be good. It will not be good environment for the children that will come tomorrow. So please ask your belief. What are your beliefs? There are people who believe in idol. They believe in occultism. There are people who believe in gangsterism. That's not the kind of person you want to raise a family with. So ask about his belief. If his belief does not rhyme with your own as a Christian, make sure you try to change the person. If the person doesn't change, don't go on with that relationship. For me, it's a no-go area. I cannot date an unbeliever. God forbid. Maybe because I knew Christ since I was young. Another question you must ask when you are falling in love with somebody and you want to date that person, or you are looking forward to entering marriage with that person. Another question I think you should ask is, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? A lot of African, I'm going to use African as a case study. A lot of African wouldn't want to ask the source of your fund. So as long as you just live a flashy life, you know, and I'm sure it's all over the world. People just believe when somebody will come around with some good cars, good house, drives a good car, and they don't bother to ask what's the source of your money. If you want to raise a happy home tomorrow, thank you, Italy First Lady. God bless you. If you want to, the first thing when you are dating a man, the first thing is that you are looking at the future. You are looking at tomorrow, what tomorrow will be. Because I don't want my children to grow up in an environment that they will not have anything to actually learn from their dad or learn from their mom. You understand? So, if you're, I like this guy. This guy looks very cute. She fine. This guy is so sweet, man. I can't wait to be his wife. Part of the question you must ask beyond his looks is, what do you do for a living? I don't want to get married to a lazy man. I don't want to get married to a man who is into crimes that will put me in danger tomorrow. Thank you, First Lady. God bless you. I really appreciate. God bless you. When you have time, finish the rest of the video today. Just a few ones I want to talk about. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much. You must be able to say, okay, I really need to know the source of your finance. If we're going to settle down, what are your source of your phone? What do you do for a living? Ask questions. Don't just take me out on a date, pay for an expensive restaurant, buy me gifts, buy me clothes, buy me shoes, necklace, jewelries, and I don't know what you are doing for a living. So one important question you should ask when you are getting to know someone is, what do you do? Some people might be into crime, but they will lie to you. There are people who, let me give an example. The person might be an armed robber, and he will, once you ask him or her that question, he will tell you, I'm into oil and gas. But if you truly love a man, you will find out, you will get to want to know what he or she is doing for a living. Now, when you are not comfortable with what he is doing for a living, you must work hard. If you truly love the person, you must work hard to make sure that you change him before you go ahead, for the sake of your kids. You know, I've seen people here at one time or the other. Um, the man will have to go to jail. At one time or the other, I've seen people across the world. In Nigeria, the man is put in jail. The wife and the children is put in difficult time until, depending, there are some jail you never come out. There are people who are in jail in Thailand, in Malaysia, in China, across Europe, in America, in Canada, because of one crime or the other. Now, if you had helped that man to shift a little bit, okay, maybe at that time of that trial, you wouldn't be able to experience such evil days. So please, so that tomorrow you don't begin to shed tears and regret. I didn't know, he didn't tell me. Oh. No, we play with joke, with style. If he truly love you, we tell you what he's doing for a living. There are people who date arm robbers. Yeah. People are dating kidnappers. People are dating men that are into all cults. People are dating fraudsters. Yeah, and they are in love with them. That's not a problem. But the major thing is that I must be able to know what you do for a living. So it's not depends on me to know if I want to go on with the relationship or not. But if it's somebody who's going to put your tomorrow in danger, quickly see how you can work on that area. See how you can work on him or on her to change before you say, yes, I do. If you've already said, yes, I do, I think you continue to work on that side to see that he will change, to avoid the story that touch. Another question I think you should ask somebody that you are in love with, you want to go ahead, maybe at the very beginning, the person is talking with you, the person wants to be your man, or the person wants to be your woman at the very beginning. The one question that you should ask, for me, is very important, is tell me a little about your previous relationship. I want to know a little about you. In talking about your previous relationship, we might not be able to talk about all the ugly side, all the ugly situations that happen, but it's also very important for you to give a brief, oh, this is how my previous relationship was, this is what transpired, so that the man will have an idea, have a little idea of the kind of person you are and what he or she needs to do not to what make the same mistake that the previous person made, probably that made you leave the relationship. So it's good sometimes you quickly discuss the relationship you were in before ahead. Talk them down. Let me say something come set tomorrow. Say, you didn't tell me. You didn't tell me. So if you had told me, I will know if I want to go ahead or not. Tell me. There are people who have dated the same friend before. And because you didn't talk about your previous relationship, the person will not get to a scene like, my friend. So say something a little about your relationship, so that the person that wants to go ahead with you will have an idea of where you are coming from. So that when you get to a scene, you get, I've done this before, I've done this is who I am before, this is where I'm coming from. Explain. This is who I am, this is where I'm coming from, this is what I've done. And so the person will be able to know, okay, how to stand by you in case there is any trouble that is coming from yesterday's actions. Okay, he told me yes, or she told me, I'm aware. You know, not that somebody will like, you are like this, you never told me about this. You know, so previous relationship, I will always advise or recommend not to. If you're going to say, just discuss a little about it, touch it, not the evil days. You understand? Sister Joy, I celebrate you. Good evening. How's the family? Happy New Year. My special regard to every one of them. Thank you. Will you wait for that your single? Make it come out. Featuring your own very husband. Very interesting. When I saw it today on Instagram. More grace. Alright, I'm talking about important question that you should ask. A lot of people are in marriages today, they are in relationship, and they still do not know some certain things about the person that they are married to, about the person that they are dating or they want to date. So you must be able to ask these important questions. It's very important. Don't be afraid to say, tell me about your previous relationship. What happened? You know, fine, you know, definitely we will not talk the whole truth. But it could make the person get idea. The person should be able to have an idea of the kind of person you are. So you also know how to follow you so that it doesn't hurt you same way the person have done before. You know, it's very important. I met a guy some couple of days back. It was like, I've given up on women. I don't want anything to do with a woman. Why? Because a woman hurt him. You know, you also jam some women, they'll tell you, I've given up on relationship. I don't want to have anything to do with men. Why? Because she has been hurt. If you had asked the important question at the very beginning, you will not make some of the mistake you make. A lot of people just see the beauty and they run along with beauty. Some people will see the cuteness, the handsomeness. They will just run along with the handsomeness, with the desperation to say, oh no, I want him to be my man. This guy too fine. See how this guy fine. No. In real life situation, your looks is nothing. In real life situation, our looks is nothing. You must be able to discover the person in that body. You understand? So that's my own point of view. I think another question you should ask at the very beginning, I think you should ask about blood group. I don't know whether they are treating it in Europe. At the very beginning, when somebody is discussing marriage with you, he wants to settle down. I think it's important you discuss blood group. Awesome. Thank you for this. Continue to help us. Bless you and your lovely family. Cynthia, thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you, Cynthia. My number one day one star from America. God bless you. It's been how many years now? It's been up to 10 years now. I can remember. And you have always been there. Thank you for all the support. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. All right. A lot of people will not ask these questions at the very beginning, but they now begin to discover them. It becomes like a hurt to them, and they start to cry. So, if I want to spend my life with you, I asked my wife when I was dating her. There was a time like we went out, and while she was sitting there, I said, "What do you want to do? What are your goals in life? Tell me." I just wanted to see her. I just wanted to hear from her what she's aspiring to be. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? You know, I might be working for somebody, and I might be an employee in a company, but that's not what I want to do. That might be a temporary stuff I'm doing now. That does not mean that's what I want to do. Somebody might be selling on the street now, hawking. In Nigeria, we hawk on the street, and Cynthia, people hawk on the street in Africa. That might not be the person's dream. So, when you are getting to know somebody, you should be able to ask, what is actually your passion? What is your goal? What are your aspirations in life? What do you want to do? You know, there are people who are very happy typing. As a secretary in the office, typing. They could type the whole day and they don't feel it. That's their passion. There are people who just, their passion is to sing, like me. It's just to sing. I can, if I'm with the microphone, I can sing the whole day with the right instrumentalist. So, ask the person, what do you want to do? Listen, on a serious note, I can't recommend somebody who is visionless for you as a Christian. He has no goal, no purpose, no drive in him. He's not even aspiring to achieve something. Probably he's still depending on others. And you want a woman, as your woman, you want to keep a woman at home, you want to date a woman, you want to date a man, you should have dreams and aspiration. You have something that drives you, something you want to do. You must bring something to the table. So one of the questions you must ask is, what do you do? Or what are you hoping to do? What are your goals? What are your visions? your aspirations. From you, I think it's important to also ask. Yeah, there are so many questions, important questions to ask. Um, Another question, another question somebody should ask. Family background. I talked about family background, and I think you should also ask about um family pattern. Family asking about family background and family pattern is a two different thing. I did a video before on foundational powers, and it's in my channel here. If you have not watched it, you can go and watch it. Foundational powers by Anointed Tio. A lot of people begin to face difficulty in relationship or in their marriage based on the person they jam, and the person they are in love with might be having um, a challenge from their family circle. I make a lot of example in that video. There are some families. If you look at the family history, his brothers, his sister, his uncle, his mom, his dad, his mom's sister, they are having similar issues, similar challenges. So that means that is the pattern in that family. So when you get to meet somebody and you are in love with that person, you want to go out with that person, you want to date that person. This one you can stylishly ask so that it will not be like an embarrassment. It is good you ask. You know, what are some of the challenges in your family? You know, I'll give some example. In some family, the pattern around the demonic power that controls that family is the spirit of polygamy. Polygamy. That one might not be popular or so much heavy in the Western world, but in Africa, it's very common. A situation whereby a man marries more than one wife, or more than one wife have children for him. His dad was a polygamous man. His brother, his uncle, polygamous man. His mom, you know, if you check around the whole family trees, from granddad to dad to mom to sister, you'll find out that almost everybody are having the similar issue. That's what we call pattern. Maybe in some family, their dad it's all about drunkenness, getting drunk. You know, they drink a lot. They come home drunk, and sometimes they abuse the woman when they are now drunk. You know, and that man gives birth to his son become a drunk. He's into alcohol too. And that son gives birth to a son, and his children are also into alcohol. So such family are in that's what we call pattern. Something that is similar that happened, an evil occurrence happening in family. So many examples I gave in that video. Now, if I meet somebody for the first time, I should be able to stylish means say you go use sense, find out what they happen for that family. What's happening in that family? What's happening in that family? You must use mentor to find out what is actually the challenge in that family. Is there a particular sickness in this family? There are some families, they have a particular sickness. That sickness killed the dad, or that sickness killed the mom. Same sickness is affecting the son, you know. Family pattern, diabetes. So you ask, there are some family that they always have mental problem. One or two persons will come up and have mental problem in that family. So ask questions. Sister Joy, thank you so much. Ask questions. There's nothing wrong with it is when you now know what is happening. That's when you know that's when you know what to pray about. You know, me, I had to drive. I went to Nigeria. I had to drive down to my wife's family house, and I went to see things for myself. You know, so I made the decision. So I now know, and after I've asked some few questions, so I now know what to pray about now, or what we both agree on how to be praying about every day, if we have to pray and fast concerning the challenge in the family line. I have my own challenges. She has her own. So we have to pray and fight that these powers running in this line will not affect me or my children. So it's very important that you pray. A lot of parents don't even bother about this. Before their presence, their kids grow up and repeat same mistake that happened to them. They'll think it's a joke. It's not a joke. It's an evil powers that controls the family line. That's why same thing is happening. But most parents, especially from Africa, they don't care. They just raise children, and before you see, same thing that happened to their mom happened to them because they never talked about it. So it is when you know what is wrong with somebody, the pattern in that family, that's when you know what to pray about. In some families, untimely death. So if the person you want to date now, you are planning to go on with, you are in love with, the family, all of them, they last long. You know, they quit die. That should not be your prayer point because that's not the challenge in the family. So you wouldn't be so much concentrating on long life prayer. No, because in the family, it's in the DNA. People last long. So you are not going to be praying concerning that. But if you find out that people die early, he said my dad died when I was still a baby. My uncle died. When you now notice such person, you should know that, oh, this is a challenge in the family. Don't joke with it. Ask questions. Ask questions. Ask questions. It's not too late to ask questions. You can even ask questions concerning yourself. There are some things that happen before we grow up that we were never told. Sometimes you need to go and ask questions. You know, ask questions. As there was an information my dad get to tell us just last year. After these years, when I find out that information, I was like, wow, are you serious? Dad, Epa, you know, we were seriously surprised when he gave us that information. Like, are you serious, Dad? He said, yeah, I'm serious. So, and we have been living all these years, didn't know it like that. Man, I don't want to mention it. So, even you yourself, you need to ask yourself, go back to your family line, try to see what is happening in the family line. You know, it is very important for it is important for coexistence with a partner, with a spouse, to raising a family, a happy and a godly family. So ask, what is the pattern running in your family? This one, you don't feel ask, you might not ask directly, you sense, so that it will not look like an embarrassment to the person. I want to know what's happening in your family. So you use wisdom to ask. I think this is where I want to stop today. I'm already 2 minutes beyond 30 minutes. So I want to thank you so much for staying with me. Cynthia, thank you so much. Joy Felix, God bless you. There are many other important questions to ask, but a lot of people will be afraid. If I want to spend my life with you, the rest days of my life, answer my questions. So tell me, please, because it will help me to know how to pray, how to stand, how to act. What's our other questions? Other question. Do you have children before? Are you married before? You have children? Yeah. That one can come under family background. Yeah, I think another question you should ask is who is mentoring you? Who do you look up to? Who is mentoring you? You know, it's dangerous to be with a person that does not listen to anybody. I'm going to say that again. I think it's not okay. It's not good to have somebody that you love and he does not listen to anybody, does not fear anybody. There's nobody that can call him or her, say, hey, and he will say, hey, okay. You know, so one question you must also ask a man or a woman that you are very interested to go on with is, who is your father? As a Christian, who is your spiritual father? Who do you listen to? Who do you believe in? Many people go around, especially in this Europe, they go around, nobody they listen to, nobody can talk to them. You know, and it has landed many recklessly in different troubles. I It's a pity that some women are victims. It's a pity that some men are victims. Don't talk to me. Nobody can talk to me. I didn't come, nobody brought me to Europe. Nobody, that's the lack of fear of God, because there's nobody that you listen to. So you must be able to ask the person, who is your mentor? Who they listen to? Because things where you listen to might make you. It has the ability to make you what you are listening to. So the person must be able to have somebody that you can talk to when there is an issue. And when the person call him to order, he listen. He doesn't argue. It's also good to have that kind of person who has somebody that he listen to, he fears. It's very important. Understand? So I'm going to be stopping here today. There are other questions you must ask. Many other questions, you know. So, yeah. Many other questions you must ask. So if you have any question for me, regarding this topic, the important questions you need to ask before walking down the aisle with a woman or with a man. If you have any question for me, you can always reach out to me online. So that's that. Gospel, come stai? Say two or say mama? It's tonight. So could it be you? All right, that's all I want to take for today. And I want to once again wish every one of you a happy new year. I wish you and your family the very best of this year. Thank you for turning up. If you are seeing this video for the very first time, I want you to subscribe to this channel, because basically all through this year I'm still going to be talking about family issues, family related issues, by the special grace of God. I remain your one and only Theophilus. Buonasera. Buonasera. Buonasera tutti. Okay now. Mama, hello. Buonasera. Buonasera. And now they round up via casa adesso. All right, no problem. See you guys some other time. God bless you. Thank you very much. I'm out here. Well, peace. Good night. Ciao, ciao.